Hiya, I'm Tom Watt, Lofty from EastEnders back in the day, and you're watching Mariners TV.
Well, Louis, I guess what was a great way to end the league season?
Always a fantastic way, Dan. Coming down here, we knew it would be a tough game considering they had kind of, staying in the league on the line for them. So they came out all guns blazing. We made some changes to keep the legs fresh, and we knew that maybe we had to approach the game in the right way. With the mentality of that, it's just any other game, and we've got to go out there and put respect to the rest of the league. We weren't going to just turn up and field a few changes and just not too bothered about what was going on today. We wanted to win the game, and we're really glad we did that. But to do that and to win the league on the final day with 3 points as well is fantastic, and all the lads are really buzzing. So really good, yeah.
With 3 cup finals come up, there's never going to be a problem with motivation, was there, with places for the team?
No, it wasn't. Listen, in the change room we've got some dobbers on the tactics board with question marks next to each and every one of them, which just sets the tone for every player in here, saying that, listen, every position in every final is up for grabs, and the lads really are taking that serious. Like today, every training session, the tempo is high, and like you say, it's up for grabs every position, and the lads are really trying to push for each and every position.
It's a great atmosphere today as well. It was really enjoyable to play in front of that.
Oh, it was fantastic, playing in front of a good few hundred, 500 plus at least away from home, which is just fantastic, to be honest with you. And no doubt all them hundreds will be going back to the clubhouse, which will be a great, celebration after the game. But with the fans cheering you on and singing the songs and, really motivating you to keep you going through the tough games. There's times where if you're tired and it's going against you in the game, and they're the people that get you through that, and we really do appreciate that. And to be honest with you, at times they are the people that have got through games and got the results that we wanted, and like I said, we really do appreciate the support.
It's been a huge effort in the league as well, but how much confidence have you always had that you would win the league in the end?
I think when you look at the quality that we've got throughout the squad, and that's not just the starting 11, that's the 5 players on the bench, that's the players that get left out of the squad week in, week out. I think there's a fine line between being confident and overconfident, but we got the right balance, and we knew we had quality in the dressing room, and we knew as long as we worked hard and worked harder than the other teams that we play, then the quality would shine. And we've done that probably 9 times, even 10 times out of 10 in some sections of the season this season, which has now shown that the fact that we've ended up finishing top of the table and winning the league. So, and that's just credit to the quality we've got in the dressing room and how much the lads really want it and how much we really work for each other. So it's fantastic.
3 cup finals to come. Obviously, you've got a little rest, so you're going to look forward to that little rest. You've had a lot of games.
Yeah, so we've got three or four training sessions before the first final, and then we'll have 2 finals on the bounce. So I would imagine we'll enjoy ourselves tonight with a couple of beers. Hopefully not too many sore heads tomorrow morning. And then we'll be back on task, focus with the training sessions. No doubt Graham and Lee will have some, information that they want me to take on board with the 2 finals, looming. So it'll be almost like a little dip, and then then a lift in intensity, ready for them 2 finals.
Just finally, you had your broken leg, and I think it was last September as well. How much of a reward is this for you that you've won the league at the end of it?
Yeah, Dan, it feels great being able to get over that broken leg and support the team throughout probably the last third of the season, which is when I probably came back into being fit enough to be contended for selection, and it's just been really good to get back involved, because I didn't think I would be in September. I thought that was my season over and done with, so being able to get back in, and that's credit to Andy and the lads and all the staff that supported us through that, and that's like something personal for me that I can take away, that I've been able to get back involved and contribute to for the lads to win the league. So it's really great. Thank you.